Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back, or welcome to the channel. If you are new here, I am your lovely host Dylan, and as always, it's a blessed day to have y'all with us, and no matter what adventure we are doing. And today was definitely an adventure. Probably worst case scenario when fishing the jetties. We were fishing the jetties, and then a lot of things just went wrong, but a lot went good. But stay tuned, because this is an action-packed emotion or roller coaster that this video went through. But let's get to the fishing. Whoa. Yeah. Man, what a video this is about to be. Fishing the jetties. All right. This is so scary walking all over these, dude. Because you got to be really careful. All right, y'all. We got it. Dang, hold up. Oh. I can grab them. Fishing with shrimp today. If y'all can hear me breathing, that's because we just had probably the longest walk we've had in like months, walking through the jetties. But just got a simple live shrimp. We're gonna see what that can do. After work, it's because that'll happen. You'll get hung if you don't work your stuff. Oh. But these jetties are really structured, so you got to be very careful with how you work your baits, because then you'll get hung up in there like I did beforehand. But all I did was I have about a 1 ounce sinker on to a swivel, and I got about 20-pound leader right there to a size 1 circle hook. I use a circle hook because I feel more in control of what I'm doing. And then just hook, just hook that. Okay, it's fine. And then just hook your shrimp like that. I like to hook them onto the tail, and then I'll hook it to the head sometimes. It just depends on really what I'm doing or how the fish are. But you don't want to cast it too close, but you don't want to cast it too far. But when you fish these jetties, you really got to be careful, because when it gets in, it's about a yard over by these rocks. You want to pull it in, or else you're going to get hung. But I have it out, and then see, look, when it comes in, I just reel it back in. I mean, it'll be okay. The fish will still eat the shrimp no matter what, but this is just to ensure that you don't lose your tackle as well as get hung. I probably didn't cast that far enough, so I'll cast that one back out a little bit better, like that. And then you can just work it in, and then just kind of see where the fish are moving. Got one, got one, got one. I don't know what it is, dude. Frick yeah, dude. Hell yeah. Got us a mango snapper, baby. Holy frick, dude. Beautiful fish right there. Just caught on a shrimp. So we hooked into a nice mangrove snapper right there, and these are really good eating. He is a keeper. They have to be 10 inches in Alabama. He's definitely 10, and I caught him on live shrimp. So he's getting cooked up tonight. That's all I can tell you. But let's get back out there and get some more. Damn. That's what I was hoping, bro. I got 2 mangroves, a lost phone.
So at this point, I had already caught a fish, and then while I was trying to text with my coworkers, my phone slipped out of my hand and fell in the jetties to where I could not get it. So this is kind of me being mad and ranting about it.
God damn, bro. We tried to get to it, but I mean, might as well just like fell right down there. Can't get it. Have a good one. Of course, bro. The one day we had fish, dude. You know what happens? My phone falls in the water. Oh, but it's okay. You know, it sucks because now it's going to get to the point where I'm not going to be home and it's going to be after 2. And my grandma is going to be freaking out. Great. Watch me just hook my phone.
Oh my god, dude,
That would be a video. Lost my phone, hooked my phone. This has been like the worst, best day ever, bro.
Oh dang, I lost it.
Like, lost my camera. Like, and I mean, like, everything that you could have pictured going wrong has gone wrong. But I have a fish to show for it. Yeah, great, bro.
I mean,
Can't even call work because I don't have my phone on me because my phone just fell down there. But yep, I'm still out here fishing. I mean, I know I'm not the only person that this has happened to, but it's like, just like the thought of that, dude, is just so like. Because we can't even really get it because it's down here in the rocks.
we can head on.
Nope. Wait. Yeah, dude, I am.
Oh my god.
Another one, dude.
How are you recording over?
Oh, I'm recording.
Heck yeah.
We got another mangrove, y'all. Oh, this will make a great video. Right here.
Lost my phone.
Lost my phone and literally just got fish.
Lost my camera.
My day's gonna be bad. I'm gonna at least get fish. All right, y'all. We are at the fillet table. We're gonna clean these fish up to basically sum up what just happened in the previous instance of this video. I was fishing and I went to text one of my friends from work who's like one of my managers, and I had my phone out on the jetties and it fell off. Like, it slipped out of my hand and it fell down the jetties to the point where we couldn't grab it. And so I had to go get a whole new phone, and yeah, so that was pretty fun. Not to mention I almost lost my camera equipment to start the video, but it's all right. Every negative, you have to make a positive, and the positive of that is, let me get these out. We got 2 fish right here. These are mangrove snapper, and they're biting over there at the jetties before I lost my phone, which threw a wrench into the whole situation. So we got, this one's the bigger one, but as you can see right there, it was a nice fish. And then I caught one that was a little bit smaller, but he was still a keeper right there. And so we're gonna cook these up, but I first gotta clean them. So I'm gonna go ahead and show y'all how I rag to clean, to kind of dry these off, sort of, just so we can get some of that slime off of them as well. And then I think I'm gonna cook the smaller one whole, but I'm gonna show y'all how I do that. And so we're first off gonna start with the smaller mangrove right here. Now, since he's smaller, I'm gonna cook him whole. And so the first thing you need to do is to stick your knife through the belly right there. Essentially just make a cut underneath his belly just so you can get all of the guts out, because you don't want to be eating that in your food. So make your cut through there. And then it should just open that up for you. sometimes it does not cooperate like it should. We'll get all these guts out of there. Yeah, like that. You just got to cut it all out and stuff and get all those guts out. This is a pretty messy process, to say the least, but that's what you got to do to clean this. And so I will start the camera back whenever I get this to get all the guts out of it. But like I said, you make a cut underneath and then you just take all the guts out, and then I'll show you what I do next. You get the guts out, so we're just gonna take his head off like that. It gives you better access of this of his guts and stuff. So we'll just get all those out like that, and then make sure and the rest of that get out of there. And then we'll wash them off whenever we get to the actual cooking portion. But that's what this looks like whenever you cook him whole. You just got to cut the head off, make your initial cut down below, and get all the guts out. And then I gotta descale him. So I'm throwing scales everywhere by doing this, but or you can use like the sharp edge of your knife or the back edge and just kind of yeah, you can just do that. Just so you can get all these scales off of them. Oh, this one you grab your rag and just kind of hold down, and I'll show y'all what this looks like after you get all the scales off. But descaled fish looks like, which we will finish him up a little bit more once we obviously. I'm gonna show you how you'll traditionally fillet a fish. So this is the bigger one, so we're just gonna fillet him like you fillet any other fish. Then again, you'll just fillet down. And so when you cut down, you'll feel when it stops because of the spinal bone, and you'll angle it out. I'm gonna show you the other way too. So you'll angle out like I did before, and just kind of show you all the difference. Sorry, I gotta get my grip on here. So you'll just angle your knife at an angle. Kind of angle it above. Like that. Then you keep the skin on, and then just kind of cut the fish away from the skin. And like I said, pretty much the entire process, you want to angle your knife at an angle to where it's going like this. Nearly, I'm not exactly sure the degrees of what kind of cut that. About lost my fillet. Like that. And so now I'm gonna take these to the kitchen and I'm gonna show you what I'm making. So let's do it, baby. All right, so now we're in the kitchen, and so we're gonna take our whole fish that we just recently cleaned and put this on our baking sheet, and then we're gonna grab a paper towel and just pat our fish dry, just to get all that excess water that was left over, to get it prepared for our oil and then our seasonings in just a moment. So then you'll take your olive oil. This is what I use for my binder to put on my fish. This is a really great ingredient to use to make your fish have a crispier outside, especially for that skin that's going to crisp up in the oven. And so I also forgot to open it, so make sure you open your olive oil before you use it. And just pour that on your fish like so, and then just kind of rub it all around. And then you got to make sure you get all the edges and then the body cavity as well. And then to add a little bit more flavor, we're going to cut some lemon slices, as like I did just there. And then you're going to take your lemon slices and just set those aside for later whenever you're ready to use those. And then we're going to add some scores into the fish. This is just those seasonings, or if you're using like butter, herbs, can just seep down to the meat, and it just allows the meat to be more open for those spices that you're going to later throw onto the fish. And it also allows for a more even cook throughout the entire fish, if that makes sense. And then after we're done doing that, we're going to take some Everglades fish and chicken, which is one of my favorite seasonings to use for fish, especially. And the Everglades, if I had to describe it, is very fresh and aromatic, and it's got a lot of herbs in it, so it's very, 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 very good. And so you'll just put it on the outside and then put it in the body cavity, and you'll take your lemon wedges and then put it in, well, your lemon slices, and then put those in your body cavity. And then take some salt because the Everglades doesn't have a whole lot. I don't really think the Everglades has much salt in it, so just add some salt to taste on the outside. Just add some salt to the flavor of the meat, and then just put that on your baking sheet and set your oven at 375 degrees. And that fish will approximately take 15 to 20 minutes, depending on the size. And so now we're going to prep our pan-seared fish just to add another comparison to this video. And then we're going to bring these over here. And then the seasoning I'm using is all-purpose seasoning, which is basically like a Creole seasoning, similar to a blackening seasoning. It has pretty much all the herbs and spices and salt and all that you really need just in one thing of spice. So we'll just season them both sides of the fillets and then get it ready for the pan. Now I didn't over season it, but with fish it doesn't really matter. But I really didn't want to over season it because I just caught these fish and I wanted to really taste the freshness of the fish because I haven't really had fresh fish in a while since we haven't been out in a long time. And then we're gonna put some oil on the pan and then wait for that to heat up. And then this is what it'll sound like when it heats up. That's how you know that your pan is hot and ready for your fish. And so these fillets will take about 1.5 to 2 minutes, depending on the size. These are some thinner fillets, so they probably take about 1.5 minutes each side. And then depending on how high your pan is, mine's at medium-high heat, just so I can get some better color on my fish. And then once I flip it, you can see the color that it puts on it. Just make sure you move your fish around too, because you don't want your fish to stick. Because this is a flaky fish, so you don't want it to fall apart. See what I'm doing? Just making sure I'm moving the fish so it doesn't stick for an easy flip like that. And I didn't get as much color as I like, but I still got a good bit of color as far as like what I had going on. But there you go. All right. And so after we cooked, this is what we got. This is what we got, y'all. We got the whole, and then we got the pan seared. Now, I didn't really do anything differently as far as like seasonings go, as y'all saw, but I thought we'd try a little taste test and see which tastes better. So let's try the pan seared first. Very flaky and very good. If y'all can see her there. The let me actually move you a little closer to me. The pan seared is actually really good. It's snapper, so I mean snapper is also really good. So the pan seared is really good. Really good fish. Now let's get into this the whole fish that we got here. You can either eat the skin or just pick away from it. I think I'm just gonna pick away from it like that, and then well, that's so good. Snapper is so good. Snapper is so good, y'all. The fish is so like, it tastes like very fresh. Like you get a fresh taste. Methods, you either can bake it or you can pan sear. Both different flavors, both different methods. That's the thing that you can do with fish, is you can cook it many different ways and it comes out differently. But let's break away the skin. The pan seared's a little cold because I had to wait on the baked stuff. I'm sorry to hear the cars and stuff, but there's the baked. Again, the flavor is very fresh and flaky, if that makes sense. The rest of the footage I have from this, I don't have, but the pan seared was better. You know, through the negatives and through the positives, you just gotta stay strong. Like I just lost my iPhone 16 in the pit of the good old jetties. But guess what? I'm staying positive because I got dinner. So that's just a lesson of life. You gotta stay positive in situations like this. I'm not very happy, but I got fish, so it's, you know, it's okay. Stay blessed, ladies and gentlemen.